I would have five major takeaways from this fellowship. First of all, it's the Capsim software which we used for simulating business decisions. The reason I said Capsim is because it relates directly to my job, and as a credit analyst at Bank of Industry, I'll now be able to relate better with the financials of a company and the decision it makes in the marketplace. Secondly is the business model canvas. Due to the nature of my job, I deal every day with entrepreneurs, so the business model canvas delivers to you the value proposition of any enterprise, and with the business model canvas you'd be able to understand the value proposition of a company and what it has to offer, and if it has identified its target customers correctly. Thirdly is the leadership sessions workshops by Mark Hardy and Chris Stevens. This, I would say, had impact on me because as someone who deals with entrepreneurs, you have to show leadership, and when you find yourself in positions in the future, these are key characteristics or qualities that you have to exhibit in order to be successful. Lastly, the fifth impact would be the social entrepreneurship aspect. Back in Nigeria, enterprises are set up on a daily basis. However, we need to assess the societal impact of these enterprises. So the sessions handled by Melissa Paulson also give me a good insight on how to assess such impacts of an enterprise, because it's not solely financial, there is the social aspect of it. I feel through the fellowship I have grown immensely in terms of my leadership skills, because back in Nigeria and in Africa, we keep saying leadership is the problem. With this fellowship, I have grown immensely in my leadership skills. I would now be able to walk down the corridors of power, steer through an organization to meet its objectives, and also lead a team to achieve certain business objectives. This, I would say, are the major skills that I have gained from the fellowship. And in addition, we have to understand that this leadership goes a long way because it means everything to an organization. A good organization would not be on track if the leadership is not sound. So the fellowship, I would say, has given me the skills necessary to be a good young African leader. One single thing I would say that has impacted me most during this fellowship is the Capsim software. The reason is simple. I am a credit analyst. With Capsim, I was able to see the business side of the business. From my perspective as an investor or credit analyst, I only see the other end of the tunnel. But with Capsim, it gave me insight into how products, different mix of products of a company in different segments play a role in impacting its financials. Also, the company needs to invest in marketing, sales, and as well as improving their products to go with market trends. Lastly, the investment a company makes in its plant and machinery and also its human resource greatly affects its profitability. Lastly, the ratio analysis provided in the Capstone Korea has given me good understanding of how to interpret these ratios and when to flag off signals as a company is not doing so very well. So I would say the most impactful thing would be the Capsim software. I would say I've now been able to understand that the American society, as perfect as it may seem, has its own sets of challenges, and as a community, we have to work together to resolve those challenges. This I've been able to understand from the interaction with the mayor and the mayor's office. We've been able to understand that as Americans, you interact with your community and continually bring up solutions to solve your problems. For the next set of fellows that will be at Notre Dame, I would advise them to explore every opportunity that they are presented with. From all the networking they will be engaged in at the communities at engagements in classes, they should fully utilize these opportunities, because with these connections, that's how you make things happen.